He had a stretch that I'd never seen. He hit 5 home runs in a course of 8 at-bats. That'll get you to AAA. That's where he is right now. It bounces in the curveball and goes off the chest protector of Garcia. Another wild pitch. Longwell scoots to second.
Well, we said the Yard Goats, even though they've already punched their ticket to the postseason, the second half begins tonight. Keep the pedal to the metal. I think they're keeping the pedal to the metal, at least in the first inning.
Yeah, it's a good start. Rogers spiking the breaking pitch, and another man in scoring position for Jimmy Obertop, who's playing more these days in that Yard Goat lineup. Rogers is 1-2 home, up high, 2-2. This game 1 of 6, Red Sox fans, the last chance to see some of the big Red Sox prospects. They'll be on display all week here in Hartford. The 2-2 in there for a call, third strike. Good sinker at 92, Obertop left standing, and the Goats are gone in the first. But Hartford strikes for a pair of runs, and Ada Longwell's 2-out hit. 1 complete, Goats 2, Portland nothing.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
We go to the top of the 7th inning in a game that has flown by. Well, we're on immaculate inning watch now. It's 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 Ks for Dirk. Dirk is not messing around here. Pitch away from joining him here in the top of the 7th. His 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the 7th inning for Hayden Dirk is immaculate.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch. It was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
As the batter, he is the second baseman for the Sea Dogs tonight. He's got 5 homers and 23 runs batted in. And takes the first one low for a ball. Sea Dogs finished the first half 4 games behind the Yard Goats, 35-33. And basically been a 500 team a lot of the first half. There's a strike, and count goes to 2-1. Although on June 3rd, we had that logjam. We had 4 teams separated by only a couple of games, and the Sea Dogs were tied with the Fisher Cats atop the division. Pitch, and there's a strike in the outer half. And the count goes to 2-2.
Jeff, I think Reading really knocked Portland for a loop that last road trip for the Sea Dogs.
Yep. Ended up really struggling. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball over the mound towards the middle. Riggio gloves it, but has no play. It'll be an infield single for Marvin Alcantara, who reaches first base to open the second inning.
Riggio knew he never was going to make a throw. He tried to flip it to Perez, hoping that Andy would catch the ball and make the throw, but that was not going to happen.
Try the old circus play.
Yep.
Here's Matt Frazier. former prospect with the Pirates. Was a third-round pick of the University of Arizona. Spent some time at AAA Indianapolis last year, now with the Red Sox organization in Portland. He takes the first one outside for a ball.
Keep an eye on Alcantara. He's got 12 steals. This team steals bases. Entering this game, they were fourth with 106 stolen bases.
Yard Goats were big fans of the Sea Dogs last week, needing some help to knock Somerset out of the standings. The next one is fouled straight back, and they did just that. Ended up winning 4 of 6 against the Yankees affiliate up in Maine. In fact, it was the Sea Dogs win before the Goats game ended on Friday that earned the clincher in the champagne shower. Sea Dogs have played much better of late. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. Infield double play depth behind Jack Mahoney. Here's the 1-1 swung on. Weak ground ball up the third baseline. Charging it's Jorge. He's got it, but no throw. Well, sometimes the best thing to do, Dan, is just put the ball in the back pocket. You don't want to risk an errant throw. And on 2 infield singles, the Sea Dogs have runners at first and second base with nobody out.
You knew the moment that ball was hit, it was going to be trouble. Just how it was hit. And Mahoney wasn't going to have a play. And wisely, Jorge held on to the baseball, like you said. Discretion, the better part of valor.
Nellie Taylor climbs in, lefty swinger. And the Red Sox number 21 prospects. He's got 2 on. Swings here and drives one high and deep towards right. Hill heading back towards the track, up against the fence, and he makes the catch right in front of the wall. Tagging from second base, Alcantara. He'll go to third, and Nellie Taylor with a deep fly ball, a productive out. But Dan, he just missed his 4th home run.
There is not a hint of a breeze tonight. Nothing to help that ball carry an extra foot and land in the upper deck, which would have given the Sea Dogs a lead. That ball just died, backing Hill up to the wall.
Now the shortstop, Franklin Arias. There's a look at the flag. Not doing much on the pole. We had fierce winds all week in Reading, but not here tonight because of the rain we had earlier. Red Sox top prospects. Looks at strike 1. Arias just 20 years old. Had a single. Took the first pitch he saw from Jack Mahoney and shot it in the center field for a leadoff hit. Swings here and grounds one sharply off the glove of the second baseman, Riggio. It's on through. Scoring in the play is Alcantara. Frazier around second. He'll get to third as Franklin Arias hits the ball hard, gets into right field, and the Sea Dogs are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
That ball 104 miles off the bat of Arias. We'll see how they score it. The pitch was right out over the plate. Riggio upset with himself, thought he should have had at least 1 out. He wasn't quite in position to field that baseball, but meanwhile the Sea Dogs making some noise. And how about Arias, Jeff? After back-to-back 3-hit games, he has 2 hits in the first 2 innings of tonight's game.
Nate Baez stands in now and takes the fastball at 93 high for ball 1. And is an RBI single for Arias. And Frazier going first to third on that same play. Curveball is up high. 2 balls, no strikes. Mahoney, 3rd round pick, 2023, out of the University of South Carolina. Went to St. Bader High School in Arlington Heights, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. 2 balls and a strike. Tonight is 54th career start. Wednesday against Reading, allowed 2 runs in 4 1/3 innings. Ran into problems with the walks, and that's why he did not pitch the minimum 5. The Goats went on to win that game. A lopsided score, 10-2 is the final. Big swing and a miss. Got the sinker by Baez, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two weeks ago, Mahoney, after that 10 strikeout performance, named Eastern League Pitcher of the Week on June 15th. There's the 2-2. It's fouled straight back. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was just a remarkable performance that night against New Hampshire. How he was mowing them down. Never see a pitcher as dominant in a game as he was.
He struck out 9 of the first 10 batters. Never seen that before. We may never see it again. I mean, that's pure dominance. The problem, as you throw to first base, is as dominant as it is, when you're striking guys out, you're throwing a lot of pitches.
That's a good point, Jeff. And tonight, he's not striking guys out, and he's throwing a lot of pitches.
He only went 5 innings in that 10 punch-out game on June 11th, but he'll be watched closely. He was just off the injured list a couple of weeks ago. The curveball stays high that time, and it's filled now to Nate Baez, 3-2.
I think the Sea Dogs' hitter's approach has been outstanding, making him work, running the count full. Just a good approach by Portland at the outset tonight.
Jack Mahoney, a second-year yard goat. Love to get the ground ball to turn 2. With runners at the corners, a run in. Hartford holding a 2-1 lead.
And Jeff, if history means anything, should be quite a series. These teams have played 18 games this year and split them 9-9, and 500 in each team's ballpark.
Next one is hit foul back and out of play. It always seems like there are great games when these two get together. The Yard Goats all time against Portland, 120 wins and just 92 losses against the Red Sox affiliates. So they have done some damage against Portland since the Goats were formed in 2016. Longwell at first base, holding areas across the diamond is Frazier at third. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's in there for a call. Third strike. Fastball at 97 finds the outer edge. Right around the knees, outer half, and Baez, strikeout victim number 2 for Jack Mahoney.
You know, in his first at-bat, Baez swung early in the count. He worked it full before looking at that third strike. That's a strikeout well earned by Jack Mahoney.
Sea Dogs, 8th in average in runs. They're 3rd in home runs. They've hit 86 home runs as a club this year. Brooks Brannon, part of that. He's got 10 home runs to lead the barrage. He takes outside for a ball. Brooks, 9th round pick out of Randleman High School in North Carolina. He's hitting .286 with 5 homers against Yard Goats pitching this season. (2-0). Yard Goats pitching has been doing a nice job of late. In fact, starters finished the first half tops in the Eastern League with a .377 earned run average. 17 wins, 13 losses for starters. That's outside 3-0, and Jack Mahoney has a big part to do with that. Overall, they rank 4th in the Eastern League, 4.46 earned run average. That's both the starters and relievers. Goats have lost a good starter, Avison Castellanos, up to AAA Albuquerque. The pitch right down the middle for a strike call. Count goes to 3-1, and then closer Andrew Baker going to AAA today. Dan, it was just a matter of time between those two packing their bags and heading to the Pacific Coast League.
Well, you could see the talent that Andrew had.
Ground ball right to the shortstop. Scooped up by Perez, flips to Riggio, side retired. Sea Dogs do get a run, though, and a couple of hits. They leave 2, and after an inning and a half, it's 2-1 Yard Goats.
could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
And he began the season with 1 earned run in 13 innings as Aloy lifts that one in the deep left center. That one's at the wall, and the Keys go back-to-back to open the night. 1-2 to Aloy. Fly ball deep left center. That one is not coming back. Kiss it goodbye. Goes tight Kennedy Hayes, the 3-1. A fly ball left center. It's at the wall. That ball is off the second level and gone.
Hit 243 with home run, 9 RBI. To Antigo. Runs up to bunt and takes the pitch outside for a ball. Antigo came up with the St. Louis Cardinals organization, now trying to make it with the Rockies. Breaking pitch bounces before he gets to home plate, and it's 2-1.
He hasn't taken a full cut yet. All 3 pitches he squared to bunt.
Originally St. Louis's 8th round pick, 2021, at the University of Texas. He began this season with AAA Memphis and then was released by the Cardinals May 12th. Runs up to bunt again and looks at a strike, and it's 2-2. Last time he was at AA, Dan, was back in 2024 for the Springfield Cardinals in the Texas League. So he's playing in the Eastern League for the first time. Signed a deal with the Rockies organization on May 18th. Swings here, loose one towards left, falling, fading, and finds a gap and is in for a hit. Cut out there by Frazier around first base, and he's into second base, sliding with a double. Like Antico with a 2-base hit in his first at bat.
So there he is trying to butt his way on, and then the next pitch he goes the opposite field and gets himself a double in his first Hartford Yard Goats at bat. That's a nice piece of hitting against a left-handed pitcher.
Goats would love to get a run after just giving one up in the top half. Another catcher, Cole Messina. He swings away and pops it up back of short. Blaze, the center fielder, comes in as it hangs up long enough for Miguel to come in and make the play. And put away Messina. He swings early in the count. He is out number 1.
There's a look at Blaze, who has given the Yard Goats fits throughout the 18 games these teams have played this year. Another guy who's given him fits is this batter, G.J. Hill. 5 of his 10 home runs have come against the Sea Dogs.
G.J. Hill hacking away from that right side, swings and misses, strike 1. Hill's hitting .278 against the Sea Dogs this season. Remember the home runs he hit in Portland? Remember he hit one from both sides of the plate?
Yep.
Runner breaks for third. The throw down to third base, not nearly in time, and Antico, Dan, has a stolen base.
Well, he stole that one on the pitcher. They weren't paying any attention to him, so he took off, and the Yard Goats have 3 stolen bases, and we're only in the second inning. Pitch bouncing in the dirt, but Antico was running.
That's chop foul.
And once again, manager Kyle Sasela has that infield in, which is a break for Hill.
Two balls and two strikes.
Both these pitchers are throwing a lot of pitches. Mahoney has already thrown 44 pitches in 2 innings.
Yeah.
And the pitch count up to 30 for Rogers.
It was just 2-2 to Hill and hit him. Now you could tell, Dan, he'd been all over the place, Dan, especially that secondary stuff, the breaking stuff, and he plunks Hill and got him with a slider.
Well, he doesn't have any control of it, and that's the issue. And you talked about this on the pregame show. He came in with 23 walks and 30 innings pitched. That is a nearly unacceptable ratio. And tonight, trying to pitch the contact, the Yard Goats have been hitting him, and he just hit a batter.
Dion Jorge is the batter as runner breaks for second base. So without a throw, Hill swipes second. And the Goats stand piling up their stolen bases.
Well, I mean, there's just no way you can continue the first 2 innings in the first game of a 6-game series. The first 2 innings, and the Yard Goats already have 4 stolen bases.
Infield comes in now around the horn. Breaking pitch bends into the strike zone. Dion Jorge, and it's 0-2.
If it means anything, Rogers on the road has not pitched well. He's been a far better pitcher at home than on the road. He came into this game with an earned run average on the road of 5.23, at home a 0.43 ERA. And that's in a ballpark for a left-hander that has to deal with the main monster.
Next one a little bit low. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I mean, but he pitches far better at home than on the road. And right now, this is turning into a disaster, the number of pitches he's thrown.
Is 2-2. That's inside the count. Phil's now 3-2. This could be a prosperous inning for the Yard Goats, Stan, with 2 in scoring position, only 1 out. Hartford trying to widen a 2-1 lead.
Well, it seems he's going to 3-2 on every batter.
Here comes the payoff pitch to Dion Jorge. Swings and rolls one to third base. Runner breaks to the plate. Winne will throw to first base instead as the run will score and the Goats take a 3-1 lead. So Dion Jorge gets credit for his 15th RBI. Mike Antico coming in to make it a 2-run advantage for the Yard Goats.
Well, Winne did the right thing. He had really just one play. No way he had a play at the plate with the break that Antico got. So he went to first. Hill remained stationed at second base, but the Yard Goats get the run back they gave up in the top of the inning.
Rock Riggio doubles and scored in the first inning. Runner breaks for third base and no throw. On the exchange, Hofran Garcia had the ball pop out of the glove, and Dan Hartford is running all over on these two.
I mean, Jeff, I don't think I've ever seen that in a professional baseball game. First 2 innings of the game, and the Yard Goats already have 5 stolen bases.
5 stolen bases already, yeah.
I mean, they're going to run by Portland as far as total team steals on the season.
It would mean another run as Riggio waits a 1-0 pitch. Again, Rogers having difficulty landing his secondary stuff. There's a strike, and it's 1-1.
Portland came into this game 4th in the league in steals with 106. Hartford 5th with 98. Well, now Hartford has 103 stolen bases. They're just 3 behind.
And Hill maybe getting ahead of Dalton Rogers. I mean, he was almost halfway down the plate. That was going to break off for the plate. He's in there. A stolen base. Wow! The Goats have stolen 6 bases in the first 2 innings, and G.J. Hill took off for the plate. Is he a happy guy or what?
And watch this. The umpire called him out. He didn't see that the ball had gone through. He called him out, but he didn't see that the catcher didn't have the ball.
No.
And once he realized it, he said, whoop, change that.
Safe. Good call. So Hill steals the plate, and the Goats have a 4-1 lead. And now Hartford could be in the head of Dalton Rogers right now, Dan.
I mean, that's embarrassing. You steal second, you steal third, you steal home. You've got 6 stolen bases in the first 2 innings of the game.
Lefty on lefty. That is outside, and that is ball 4. So the problems continue for Dalton Rogers, who hit a man, and now he's walked a man, and the inning will continue with 2 out, and the Goats up 4-1.
Rogers has thrown 22 pitches in this inning, and what are the chances that they're going to say no walk on the play? I was going to say, so Riggio is still batting. Count is 3-1.
And now it's 3-2. Big hack by Rock Riggio.
Jeff, I don't think I've ever seen this in a professional baseball game, particularly as high as the AA level, where there have been 6 stolen bases in 2 innings.
Yard Goats taking full advantage. That's in there for a call, 3rd strike. So instead of the walk, Riggio strikes out to end the inning. Goats tack on 2, though, and after 2, 4-1 Hartford.
Pitch, swing and a miss, breaking ball, strike 3. Fastball, got him, strike 3. The curveball, got him, looking, strike 3. Blew a fastball by him, 98.
Swing and a miss, 5th strikeout for Hernandez. Strike 3 called, 96 miles an hour. That retires the side. The delivery, fastball, letter high, strike 3 call.
Monteverde's 1-2 to Baez. His power deep out to left. How majestic is that? It hits the tree in left. 438-foot home run.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
And then back-to-back walks.
Montgomery to left, hit well. Another Knights grand slam. Oh my.
Three pitches. Mahoney is in need of a quick 1-2-3 inning if he wants to get back on track as Garcia settles in. And once again, here's Jeff.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You can tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit. where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
The 0-2. He popped foul left side. Wallace again gives chase at this foul ball. He might have room by the dugout. He leaps right in front of the dugout and makes the catch right in front of the dugout.
It's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mahoney, 24 years old. He's from just outside of Chicago. Pitched collegiately at South Carolina. He's got a great fastball. And he's been outstanding this season with his other stuff. The next one a little bit low, and the count goes to 2-1. Goats have won 5 of his 6 starts. He had a 10 strikeout game. His last start at Duncan Park against New Hampshire, June 11th. He's got the count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Did walk 4 his last start on the 17th in Reading and only pitched 5 1/3 innings. Now, Hartford won that game 10-2, but because the pitch count was elevated, he did not survive 5. That's chopped at home plate. Good looking cutter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This game 1 of 6. Yard Goats, Sea Dogs. Entertaining here in Hartford all week. Hope he can make it down. When kids are out of school, no excuses now. Pitch swing, a ground ball right to the first baseman, Longwell. He scoops it and races to the bag, winning against Jack Winning for out number 2.
Well, another sinker, and that's what you want to see if you're Mahoney. You want to see that sinker, that 2-seam fastball, doing its job and resulting in ground ball outs, as Longwell handled that one flawlessly.
Center fielder Miguel Blaise is the batter. Blaise flied to center with the bases loaded to wrap up the first inning. That was a big threat against Shaq Mahoney, who worked out of trouble. He looks at the heater right down Main Street for strike 1. Blaise, 22 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. This is his 2nd year as a Sea Dog. Strike 2. Sinker finds the outer half right around the knees. I'm not sure Miguel appreciates that call from Tyler Holvick, but it's 0-2.
Blaise is 2 for 6 against Mahoney this year.
Swings here, drives one towards center. Wimmer on the go, heads back, and he's there to make the catch to end the inning. So Jack Mahoney, after the Goats scored twice last inning, throws a
lapped out to center field. Clark a few steps back now, and he's got a sprint, dives and makes the catch. Throw comes into third base. Morabito tags up and advances. Throw back to first, and they got Melendez in a pickle.
Ashes this one to left center field, giving chase are Jones and Franco. Jones still running, leaping, and he made the catch, banging up against the wall. What a play.
2 away and 1 on for him. He's first pitch swinging. This one going towards center. Sanchez tracking at the wall. It'll bounce off the wall. It'll kick away from Sanchez. That'll score 1 run. No one still got it. They're trying to wave him home, and the throw is not in time. Here in downtown Greensboro, as this one's hit a ton into center field. Sanchez going back, looking at the wall, and it's gone. Williams had not hit a home run all season.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
With those students' families to tell a little story.
Jeff Dooley, Dan Lavallo back at Duncan Park. Dan, in a Hero Among Us presentation down low on the third baseline.
Well, Meg from Agawam was being recognized for doing an outstanding job as a school teacher, and she is our Duncan Hero Among Us tonight and is being recognized on quite a ceremony. Our Hero Among Us, Meg from Agawam, Mass. As we head to the last of the third inning. Well, that was the inning, Jeff, that was needed by Hartford starter Jack Mahoney. He needed a quick inning, an inning where he didn't have to throw that many pitches, and he got the job done. Just what he needed. That sinker ball was working. He ended up throwing just 12 pitches in that third inning.
And Dan, he retired the last 5 that he's faced. Off to the home third we go. The first pitch swinging. Braylon Wimmer sends it a deep left, but Matt Frazier able to track it down for the first out. I should say that was Andy Perez, first pitch swinging. Now Braylon Wimmer got that 16-game hitting streak. He's in pretty elite company in terms of hitting streaks. It's tied for the second longest in franchise history. He looks at strike one. He's tied with Kyle Datras, who hit in 16 in a row back in 2023, as did Vladimir Restituyo in that same club, 2023. Raimel Tapia, who played in the big leagues, owns an 18-gamer. He did that in June of 2016, Dan, and it stood now for, 10 years.
Well, that was the first year of the Yard Goats.
Yep. Dalton Rogers working to Wimmer. Fouls the next one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 16-gamer, just the third ever Yard Goat to hit in 16 straight games. And for what Braylon has gone through, it's nothing short of remarkable. But more than anything, he wants to be healthy. Dan, he wants to help this team win. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got such a tremendous attitude, Jeff, and I know you've seen it where he'll talk to the media, very open about what he went through in the fall, and he's there to help out anybody under similar circumstances.
Rogers says yes to Johan Garcia. That's in there for a called strike. Wimmer fans, second time tonight against Dalton Rogers. And there are 2 out.
Well, that time Rogers threw him a changeup and it caught the outer edge, and he is looking much more efficient in inning number 3.
Aiden Longwell had a 2-run single back in the first inning. And put the Goats in front immediately, and he looks at ball 1. Longwell with RBI 43 and 44. He does rank among the top 10 in the RBI department. Swings here and grounds on a first base. High hop for Brooks Brannon. He will take it to the bag to end the inning. So Dalton Rogers spins a 1-2-3 third. We head to the fourth. 4-1 Yard Goats here in Hartford.
Introducing
Day with an RBI single today. He lines it up the middle for a base hit. Vargas in to score. O'Reilly gets waved home. He slides home safely, and the Shuckers win.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
Lapped out to center field. Clark a few steps back now, and he's got a sprint. Dives and makes the catch! Throw comes into third base. Morabito tags up and advances. Throw back to first, and they got Melendez in a pickle.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Condon using his glove to shade his eyes from the sun. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Lopez. The play at the plate is in time to get him.
My broadcast partner, Dan Lavala. Dan?
All right, Jeff, thanks very much. Lower third of the order due up for Portland. Marvin Alcantara, Matt Frazier, and Nellie Taylor. Jack Mahoney with a 12-pitch third inning, just what he needed, as he has thrown 56 pitches through 3 innings. Alcantara singled his first time up. Been swinging a hot bat as of late. First ball swinging, grounds it to short. Perez sets, throws, and gets him. So the sinker continues to produce ground ball outs.
6 in a row, Dan, retired by Jack Mahoney.
He has settled down, Jeff, as Matt Frazier will get a crack. Frazier reached on an infield hit his first time up. 4-1, Yard Goats lead it. Frazier coming off of a 2-for-8 homestand for the Sea Dogs. Recently joined this team. There's a strike, changeup from Mahoney. Frazier was a Pittsburgh Pirate. He was signed as a third-round selection in the 2019 draft. Played in the Cape League for the Orleans Firebirds. Great location where that field is in Orleans, right by a school. Cape League well underway, by the way, Jeff.
Yeah, great league. Some of the best in college.
Pitch on the way is pulled to the right side. Riggio tosses, and another ground ball out. Quickly 2 are gone here in the top of the 4th inning. In fact, 5 of the last 7 outs have been ground ball outs. Nellie Taylor skied deep to right his first time up. He backed G.J. Hill all the way back to the wall. 4-1, Yard Goats lead at top of the 4th. Portland batting, 2 outs, nobody on base. There's a strike, changeup, lower portion of the zone. First of 6 meetings between these two teams, the final 6 meetings of the regular season against the Red Sox affiliate. Come on out to Duncan Park. That one is going to be lofted over the infield into center, a base hit. Wimmer comes over to field, and Taylor is aboard with a 2-out hit, ending the string of 7 in a row retired by Mahoney.
Dan, great crowd tonight, 6,856, 6856 watching. Many of them coming out in inclement weather to start. It's turned out to be a nice night, though.
Gorgeous night. The sun has come out. Yard Goats playing as Los Chivos tonight. Now the dangerous Franklin Arias already 2 for 2 with a run batted in, a couple of singles. Batting for the 4th time, I beg your pardon, batting for the 3rd time in the 4th inning. And that pitch misses ball 1. Arias got off to a horrendous start in the series last week against Somerset. There's a throw to first, and diving back is Taylor, who is a base-stealing threat. But then Arias got hot. He had back-to-back 3-hit games on Saturday and Sunday for the Sea Dogs, and he's got 2 hits tonight. That pitch misses ball 2, 2-0. Taylor has 18 stolen bases on the season. He leads the Sea Dogs in that department. And he's got a lead at first base with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. His team trailing by 3. Ground ball wide of short and into center field, a base hit. Taylor makes the wide turn, and now he stops, goes to third. The throw to third is not in time, and advancing to second base is Arias. Well, the Yard Goats coming unglued there as Taylor made that wide turn at second, said maybe I ought to stop, and then took off anyway, and Arias went to third. Watch it again. Arias went to second, and you see Taylor stop, and then he said, oh, I'm going to go, and goes in hard at third base, but beats the tag by Jorge, and on the throw, Arias advances to second base. Taylor got the wind knocked out of him. That's his manager, Kyle Cicela. Meanwhile, 3 straight 3-hit games for Franklin Arias.
How about that?
And after Mahoney retired the first 2 batters, he's in a mess. Taylor still trying to regain his breath.
How quickly things happen, right?
Yeah, just like that, Jeff.
Yeah.
After Mahoney retired the first 2 batters, boom, a Taylor single over the infield, just lofted it over the infield. Arias, a single past the diving Perez through the middle. And now Nate Baez, who was lined out to short and looked at a third strike. Hartford leading 4-1. There's a bouncer. That is a foul ball. Fielded foul at the last instant by Dion Jorge.
Looked like it could have been trouble immediately when it was hit.
Arias retreats to second base. Taylor to third. Look at the Yard Goats bench. That's Bryant Betancourt. The Hartford catcher getting the night off. This is a big batter here. A base hit by Baez makes this a 1-run game. There are 2 outs. There's a grounder wide of second. Riggio unable to handle the baseball. Scoring from third base is Taylor. Moving to third is Arias. And it is 4-2 Hartford. I don't know if he took his eye off the ball or just what, Jeff.
Yeah, it was a strange play. And then he bobbled it here, but then he's got it. He still has time to throw out the hitter. Run comes in. Now it's a 4-2 game.
Brooks Brannon has singled and grounded into a fielder's choice. That will be an error. And the pitch is a ball, 1-0.
Rare fielding error for Rock Riggio, Dan, and so no RBI for Baez.
Go ahead, run at the plate. There's a broken bat. Looper, fielded by Perez. The throw to second is in time. Oh, what a play by Perez as he manages to get Baez, ending a wild top of the 4th. The dog.
Hey, you're celebrating. 2-2 pitch hit high in the air, deep to right center field. Thomas and Perez back. They'll turn around as this one's way gone.
3-1. Marlowe is looking up at the wall, and that one is another home run. Holy cow.
2 home runs in his last 2 at-bats, and he drives this one deep the other way to left. Marlowe's back, track, wall, gone. James Tibbs III with his 3rd home run in as many at-bats.
Maybe he won't finish this inning.
Slowly hit, it's caught on the bare hand. Otañez throws behind the runner for the double play. Whoa! I think he almost surprised himself.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
We're repping the Birmingham Black Barons today, and it's really awesome. The uniforms look really cool.
It's awesome. I like the look. The band kind of pops. So yeah, I like the whole get up. It's a good attire.
We got the Birmingham across the chest. We got the Birmingham Black Barons on the side too, which is super cool. Just the history of all of it. I think the hats are pretty sweet too. You got the 3 Bs.
This is remembering the people that came before us and what they did for this game and how they improved it.
Yeah, how about a cup of Dunkin' iced coffee?
Looks good, doesn't it?
The last of the 4th, it does. An iced coffee on a night like tonight would hit the spot. Jimmy Obertop leads it off against Dalton Rogers, who looked at a third strike his first time up. 4-2 Yard Goats. Rogers had a quick third inning. Grounder in the hole, it's short. Can Arias make the play? No.
Not even close.
Infield hit for Obertop.
A good effort.
Well, that ends the string of 5 in a row retired by Rogers. And will bring up the newest Yard Goat, Mike Antico, just down from AAA Albuquerque. Obertop aboard at first. Hartford already has 6 stolen bases in this game, coming in the first 2 innings. Antico doubled in his first at-bat. And that is check swing, ball 1. Antico, an 8th-round draft pick of the Cardinals, was released in the spring, and the Rockies signed him. Began the Rockies aspect of his career at AAA Albuquerque. There's a squibber to first. The throw to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. So Antico is aboard on the fielder's choice, scored 3-6, and there's 1 away. See Antico taking that inside pitch, grounding it to Brannon. And Arias, the shortstop, handling the throw. Here's Cole Messina. Messina finished the first half strong, Jeff.
He sure did. Had a couple of big hits in Reading, too.
Antico has a stolen base. Keep an eye on him. Rogers is as he throws that way. Now Antico takes his lead. Messina hits with that open stance, and then as the pitch comes in, he closes it. There goes Antico. The pitch is in there for a strike. The throw to second, not even close. So he's got 2 stolen bases as a Yard Goat. Hartford has 7 steals in the game.
Yeah, they broke a record with 9 stolen bases down in Portland earlier this season, and they're well on their way tonight.
They might overtake Portland for the 3rd spot as far as steals in the league. And they came in 8 behind the Sea Dogs tonight. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. I mean, that's incredible. They were 8 behind Portland. They're now 1 behind with 7 stolen bases in the first 3 innings and change. So far, the Sea Dogs have been unable to produce a shutdown inning. And Antico's at second base with 1 out. 0-2 pitch. Pulled to the left side. Arias holds the runner at second and throws out Messina for the 2nd out. That's a big out. And now it's up to G.J. Hill, who, in his first plate appearance, hitting out of the 9-hole, was outstanding as we watch that ground out. He was hit by a pitch, then he stole second, stole third, and stole home.
That was quite the series.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. I haven't seen that since Pony League.
Remember Cole Carrick did it last year, though?
That's right. That
was unbelievable.
Yep, you're right.
He stole second, third, and home. On 4, I think 5 pitches.
Yes.
I think he rested on 1.
Yep, you're right. He's busy doing other things.
Yeah, he
these days.
sure is.
Swing and a foul back. By coincidence, the Yard Goats parent club, the Colorado Rockies, are hosting Portland's parent club, the Boston Red Sox. And unless you were stuck in a cave someplace, the Rockies scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning last night to defeat the Red Sox in a walk-off 3-2 victory.
8 straight hits for the Rockies.
This is pulled foul. Count remains 0-2 on G.J. There's a souvenir for a fan as Frazier tosses it into the seats. And they're all happy. Their night's been made. Dalton Rogers about to throw his 62nd pitch. And it's driven in the air to shallow center field, but coming in to make the catch.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Well, look at some of the fans enjoying the delicious food here at Duncan Park, and there's a wide variety of food and drinks. And they're at the ballpark watching baseball and satisfying their appetites. Johanfran Garcia leads off the top of the fifth inning. He has looked at a third strike and grounded out to short. Jack Mahoney on into his fifth inning of work, about to throw his 70th pitch in anger. And there's a swing and a miss, strike one. Yard Goats bullpen getting busy. That pitch count closely monitored by Jerry Sullivan, Jeff.
Yeah, you'd love to have Jack go 5, though, just to be eligible for the win. He left after 4 2/3 innings in his last start.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count on Garcia. Well, the most pitches Mahoney has thrown in a game this year was in that last start at Reading. He threw 83 pitches, but as you said, in 4 1/3 innings. There's a line shot into right field, a base hit. Mahoney came in with a fastball on 0-2, outer portion of the zone, and Garcia, with a good piece of hitting, takes it to the opposite field. Now Jack Winne making his Double-A debut. Jeff told you, just up from Greenville, the Greenville Drive. Tonight he has walked and grounded out to first base. And he represents the tying run. He's a tall fella from Ann Arbor, Michigan, 6'3", 220 pounds. There's a strike, a sinker from Mahoney. Hartford infield looking to turn 2. There's the Ann Arbor native as Garcia takes his lead. And that pitch misses upstairs. 1-1. Going to be awfully difficult for Mahoney to get those 5 innings in tonight. That Hartford bullpen busy. One pitch. Pulled to third. Jorge to second, wide of second into right field. Getting up and going to third base is Garcia. Here comes the throw, not in time. And the normally sure fielding Yard Goats commit another error.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Jack Mahoney and crew. Wow.
They turn 2 there, Jeff, and Mahoney has a chance to get those 5 innings in.
Yep. Yeah, Goats committing their second error in the ball game.
Here's Miguel Blaze, his fly deep to center and lined out to center. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 95 miles per hour, strike one. '77th pitch about to be thrown, fouled back, 0-2. You know, manager Robinson Cancel would love to see Mahoney get in 5 innings to qualify for a win, but you take a look at the Hartford bullpen, and there is activity for the Yard Goats as Davis Palermo is loosening. (0-2) pitch upcoming. Pulled foul. The Yard Goats are playing the infield back with a 2-run lead. They'll give up the run for the double play. But Blaze, one of the top prospects in the Red Sox system, is a tough out, and particularly has been a tough puzzle to solve for the Yard Goats. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lined into left center field, a base hit. Garcia scores. On his way to third base is Winne. He'll make it easily. It is a 4-3 game, and the Dogs have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, just poked that thing into left field. Picks up the RBI hit, and the Sea Dogs back breathing in this game against Jack Mahoney, and the Goats really helping things with a couple of big errors.
Marvin Alcantara has singled, scored a run, and grounded out to short. Winne, the runner at third base. Blaze, base stealing threat, the runner at first. And there's a strike to Alcantara. Blaze has 7 steals on the year. This is a drive to center field. Going back is Wimmer. Back. Makes the catch. Tagging at third is Winne. He comes down the line with the 4th run. And we are all tied 4-4 on the sac fly by Marvin Alcantara.
And it comes Robinson Cancel, Dan. That's going to do it for Jack Mahoney as he hits his pitch limit.
Mahoney throwing 80 pitches tonight, and the Yard Goats manager goes to the bullpen. We've got a pitching change at Duncan Park here in the top of the 5th. And with the score, the Yard Goats 4, the Sea Dogs 4. We'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment. This is Yard Goats Baseball. Now there's the new pitcher in the ball game for the Hartford Yard Goats, the right-hander Davis Palermo. And Palermo about to make his 20th appearance of the year, his 18th in relief. He has a record of 3 wins, 3 losses, and a save. And he enters with a go-ahead run. Miguel Blaze aboard at first. 1 out, and the game tied at 4. Meanwhile, Jack Mahoney goes 4 1/3 innings tonight. At the moment, allowed 4 runs, 3 earned, walked 1, struck out 2, and gives way to Davis Palermo. Blaze the runner at first base. And here's Matt Frazier. First pitch is in there for a strike. A fastball in the zone. Frazier, 6'1", 220 pounds, from Fresno, California. Red Sox signed him as a minor league free agent. Hartford infield in double play depth. There goes Blaze. Pitch is fouled back. A pitch right out over the plate. And Frazier fouled it straight back. Mentioned how Frazier's a native of Fresno. That's where the Rockies have their low A ball club located. Fastball misses high and tight. 1-2 the count. Davis Palermo on in relief of the starter Jack Mahoney. Last worked on Thursday last week and was the winning pitcher at Reading. There's a throw to first and Blaze gets back. Pitched 1 2/3 scoreless innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 1. Has a four-seam fastball, slider, curve, splitter. North Carolina native. Blaze not going, and that pitch misses low. 2-2.
Unfortunately, Dan Mahoney, victim of a couple of big errors tonight.
Yep, and you just can't keep giving a team 4 outs in an inning. The 2-2 pitch. Changeup is lifted foul off the third base side, out of play.
Mahoney did give up 9 hits, but the control was there. Only walked 1, struck out 2. You said it earlier. I thought Portland had a pretty good approach to him.
They ran up the pitch count. Jack seemed to have settled down and then was victimized by his defense.
Yep.
There goes Blaze. 2-2 pitch is outside ball 3. The throw down to second base. Not in time. And the Sea Dogs have their first stolen base of the game. 8th steal on the year for Blaze. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
A lot of steals in this game.
Well, that's the first for Portland, 7 for the Yard Goats. Imagine if the Sea Dogs take the lead and the other team, which isn't leading, has 7 stolen bases. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Palermo comes right at Frazier and strikes him out. And, Jeff, that is a big strikeout.
It is. First strikeout for Palermo, and is out number 2, and he is an out away from now getting the Goats back to the dugout with this game tied.
Nellie Taylor is 1 for 2. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Taylor batting 9th in the order. Looks up to find the go-ahead run at second base. Portland has already left 7 runners on base in the first 4 innings of this game. Changeup is fouled back.
Lost his helmet in the process there.
Now that's a swing. 0-2. As Frazier puts the helmet back on. I beg your pardon, Taylor. Taylor, a native of Clearwater, Florida. Lace dances off second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. A lot of foul balls in this game tonight. A lot of deep counts. Yard Goats manager Robinson Cancel with the stopwatch. The 0-2 pitch. All the way to the backstop and advancing to third base easily is Blaze. Now that's what you would call a wild pitch.
Again, the Goats without Andrew Baker. Also on the injured list, Fleshlin is gone. He got hurt. Connor Eaton also on the injured list last week in Reading. But somehow, some way, Hartford managed to put it together, win 4 of 6 games on the road in Reading, and clinch the first half championship.
Yeah, with all the walking wounded, huh?
Yep.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Palermo comes back and strikes out Frazier and Taylor to minimize the damage, but not before the Dogs score 2 and tie it up. Halfway through this one, Hartford 4, Portland 4. This is Yard Goats Baseball.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
The 8th pitch is a line shot right field side. Conocello dove and got it! No way! A game-saving play.
Most of the other Saints relievers have appeared.
3-2 on 2-2, brings one home, and Bolte stings it to deep right field. Fetco's at the track. He runs out of room. It's gone. Henry Bolte continues his magical pace. His 9th straight at bat, ending in a hit, is his 3rd home run in the last 2 days.
Tell you what, he is really making a case.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Last of the 5th inning, top of the order for the Yard Goats against Dalton Rogers. Dion Jorge will lead it off. By the way, just to double check on the line by Jack Mahoney, he pitched 4 1/3 innings tonight. 9 hits, 4 runs. 2 of the runs were earned as they made a correction, walked 1, and struck out 2. So that's the final line on Mahoney. Here's Jorge. Last of the 5th, the opening game of the second half of the Eastern League split season. Ball 1 to Jorge, a slider. There is some bullpen action for the Sea Dogs, so we'll keep an eye on Rogers to see how long manager Sosela goes with him. That's a strike, a slider. There's a look at the left-hander for the Portland Sea Dogs. Pitch count very manageable, about to throw his 65th pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets Jorge to chase a changeup. 1-2. Most pitches Rogers has thrown this year in a game, 83, and it came against the Yard Goats back in Portland on April the 23rd, a no decision. He pitched 5 innings in that game. That pitch misses inside for a ball, 2-2. His longest outing, 5 innings against the Yard Goats on the 23rd of April. And most pitches he's thrown in a game, 83 against the Yard Goats on that date. 2-2. Low, ball 3, 3-2. So the Yard Goats showing some patience here. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him to chase a high fastball. Awfully difficult pitch for a hitter to lay off. And there's that high fastball out of the zone. And Jorge would love to have that pitch back. That's the fourth strikeout for Rogers, and it'll bring up Rock Riggio, who has doubled and scored and looked at a third strike. The pitch. Curveball is pulled to the right side. Up with the ball is Alcantara, and he tosses out Riggio. Quickly, 2 gone here in the last of the 5th inning.
Yeah, nice play, showing off some range, getting the out.
That was a slider, and Rock pulled it. Alcantara on the move, throwing out his second base counterpart. With 2 outs, here's Andy Perez, who has singled and scored, and skied deep to left. 4-4 the score, last of the 5th inning. Dalton Rogers trying to equal his longest outing of the year. And the left-hander delivers. There's a drive to center field. On his horse is Blaze, makes the running catch. And Rogers does just that, putting 5 in the books. We've played 5 with a score. Hartford 4, Portland 4. This is Yard.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
I thought they knocked it out the park, no pun intended. Great fit, too. That's always a big thing.
You can never overstate what Hank means. I mean, him and Willie. I mean, to me, they're royalty.
This is definitely something way bigger than me, so to just be able to be included in this, absolute honor, man.
I just love the name of what I'm representing. Obviously, what's on my back. You know, we celebrate Juneteenth. We celebrate the life of Willie Mays. So I'm just grateful out here, man.
Condon using his glove to shade his eyes from the sun. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Lopez. The play at the plate is in time to get him.
Well, there's a look at the sunset here at Duncan Park. Sunset about 20 minutes ago, but a gorgeous looking sky. That is absolutely beautiful. A summer sky on the second full day of summer here in New England. Franklin Arias already working on his 3rd straight 3-hit game. He's 3 for 3 tonight with a run batted in.
They had to sing how many national anthems?
And the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Sinker from Palermo, who starts the inning fresh, came on with a runner on base and struck out the 2 batters he faced. 4-4 tie, top of the 6th, popped up. And Longwell will run out of room.
You think Dalton Rogers is done, Dan, after 5?
Well, yes, there is some bullpen action for the Sea Dogs. His longest outing of the year, 5 against the Yard Goats on April the 23rd, 5 innings, and he's turned in another 5-inning performance against the Yard Goats on June the 23rd. 2 months to the day.
Yeah.
How about that?
He battled tonight, too.
Yeah.
Probably didn't have his best stuff, but a lot of pitchers say they don't always have their best stuff.
That's right. There's a foul.
Dalton Rogers, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, but he threw strikes, and again, that's something that has haunted him in the past. He had walked none, struck out 5 tonight.
That's a story in itself. Pitches fouled back.
I mean, he came in with 23 walks and 24 strikeouts. 23 walks in 30 innings was high.
So to come back and not walk anybody tonight in 5 innings is a step in the right direction for the Portland Southpaw. 0-2 the count on Arias. Number 1 ranked Red Sox prospect. Reaches out after a pitch and fouls it off. That's how the Yard Goats got him out in the last series between these two clubs here at Duncan Park. They kept pitching him away and got him to chase. But he's off to a fine start tonight with 3 hits. 0-2 pitch. Pulled foul. He began that series against Somerset hitless, was really struggling, and then in the Saturday game he had 3 hits, the Sunday game 3 hits, and tonight 3 hits. 0-2 on Arias. The pitch. Fisted foul off the first base side, out of play. So Arias now fouling off pitch after pitch. In fact, he's seen 7 pitches. The first pitch was a called strike. The next 6 have been foul balls. He lifts this one in the air to left field. Ranging back is Antico. On the track, he makes the catch, and there's one away. So Arias flies out to left on a changeup.
That's going to be almost like a moral victory because he had 3 hits his previous 3 at-bats.
Just to get him out.
Although Hartford pitching's done a nice job with him, Dan. He came in just batting .222 against the Yard Goats.
Yep. And I think the reason they've done a nice job is they get him to chase pitches. There's a high fly ball hit by Baez. Wimmer coming in, waits for it to fall. And out number 2 settles in his glove. It's up to Brooks Brannon in this tie game. That was a sinker. And somehow Baez managed to send it skyward to that guy wearing number 8. And on your scorecard, it goes as a putout for 8, the center fielder. Now Brannon swings at the first pitch, drills it to right. Hill is there, and a 1-2-3 inning for Palermo. He's retired 5 in a row. After 5.5, it's the Yard Goats 4, the Sea Dogs 4. This is Yard Goats Baseball on Odyssey.
One, 2. In the air, deep left. Going back, and this ball is gone. 1-1. Hit hard and deep to left center. Going back, and Kyler Fedko has his second of the day. Littles 1-2. Fly ball left center. And Trey Cruz looks up. Goodbye. 3rd time today, Kyler Fedko. All smiles.
Alternate identities are always great because it just adds a new layer.
When you talk about Rochester, our most famous cuisine is the garbage plate. It became so popular that Thursdays are for the plates in Rochester.
The first alternate identity that we had was the Albuquerque green chili cheeseburgers.
So that's what makes minor league baseball great. We have an amazing ability to get in touch with our community.
Polanco rips it on the ground. Diving stop, Ornelas throws to first. Are you serious? The no-hitter stays alive on a diving play by newly minted second baseman Jonathan Ornelas in shallow right. First pitch. He's swinging. Grounded to short. Lombard fields. Flips to second. Gets one. Throw to first is in time. And the Rail Riders toss a combined no-hitter.
Well, tonight's game is sponsored by the Miale team at Keller Williams Legacy Partners. With the experience of the Miale team, we'll get you home. New pitcher in the ball game for the Portland Sea Dogs is Caleb Bolden, and he will work first to Braylon Wimmer in this tie game. There's a look at Bolden, the native of Texarkana, Texas, 27-year-old right-hander, 6'2", 190 pounds. Wimmer with a 16-game hitting streak on the line, looks at a fastball for a strike. Braylon tonight has struck out swinging and struck out looking. That's a ball. Jeff gave you the line on Rogers, but just to run it down for you one more time, he pitched 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs earned, The big story, as Jeff mentioned, didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 5. There's a strike called. Outer edge, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Braylon. Bolden making his 18th appearance of the year, 17th in relief, 2 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 3.96 earned run average. And he strikes Wimmer out with a sidearm slider. And Wimmer has fanned for the 3rd time tonight. That's 6 in a row retired by Portland pitching as Aiden Longwell digs in. Had a 2-run single back in the 1st inning and grounded out to 1st in the 3rd. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Longwell with a very good first half in his first go-around at the AA level. His 2 runs batted in the 1st inning now give him 44 on the year. Jeff mentioned earlier how he's tied for 2nd in doubles in the league. Has 10 homers. Checking all the boxes and plays a mean first base in addition to the outfield. 1-1 pitch. Misses inside for a ball, 2-1. Bolden, the reliever for Portland, has not pitched in a week since last Tuesday. He pitched 3 1/3 scoreless innings against the Somerset Patriots. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. Came in that time with a fastball, and Longwell fouled it back. Bolden pitched at Texas Christian University in 2022, the University of Arkansas, through 2018 through 2021. Actually selected out of high school by Tampa Bay, but opted to go to college. That pitch is way inside for a ball, 3-2. Aiden Longwell facing Caleb Bolden with 1 out in this 4-4 tie, last of the 6th. Payoff pitch. Grounded to 3rd, gathered in by Winay, and he throws out Longwell for the 2nd out. Winay has acquitted himself quite well in his AA debut, Jeff.
He has.
And there's the out. Here's Jimmy Obertop, 1 for 2. Reached on an infield hit his last time up. Yard Goat scored 2 runs in the 1st inning tonight. Portland came back with a run at the top of the 2nd. Hartford added 2 in the last of the 2nd. Then the Sea Dogs with a run in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. And that's where we stand, tied 4-4 with 2 outs here in the last of the 6th inning. 1 strike pitch on the way to Obertop. And that's in there for a strike. Slider on the inner edge. 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch coming to Jimmy Obertop on what has turned out to be a beautiful night for the ball game. And that pitch misses outside, a fastball. 1-2.
We had some rain through the night here in Hartford, and then rain throughout the day, and almost like an hour before game time is when it stopped.
The timing was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pulled foul under the hand of Robinson Cancel. We won't give him an error. His team's already committed 2 errors tonight. He doesn't need a 3rd.
That's right.
Again, the 1-2 pitch on the way to Obertop. Here it comes. All the way to the backstop. Ball 2, 2-2. Mike Antico, the newest Yard Goat, on deck. More to come. Some roster moves that we've been talking about throughout the game tonight. has left some vacancies, but they will be filled. Now the 2-2 pitch. Pulled foul. Obertop doing a good job of making the right-hander Caleb Bolden work.
Spoiling pitch after pitch.
Once again, the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled again. This one off the first base side and out of Duncan Park. So this is going to be, at the minimum, an 8-pitch at bat. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Misses, ball 3 under the zone.
That's a great take.
Tremendous take. That pitch was close, but Obertop showing an eagle eye. Again, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup, strike 3. So Bolden wins the battle, and the Yard Goats go in order. 6 in the books. It's Hartford 4, Portland 4. This.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
The design for the HVR jersey is inspired from the national flag colors of Bhutan. The saffron represents the monastic division. The yellow represents the monarch. And the dragon is a white dragon, a peaceful dragon.
I think probably the coolest feature, though, is the druk, which is the dragon and is the national symbol of Bhutan. Really happy to integrate that in the jerseys. I think they came out really nice.
There's so much history right here. And when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run and I become a fan for life.
The 6-inning totals in the ball game for Portland: 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. The Sea Dogs have stranded 7. For the Yard Goats, 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and the Yard Goats have left 2. Let's tell you about Mike's Amazing Mustard. Yard Goats baseball presented by Mike's Amazing Mayonnaise and Mustard. When it's on, it's on. Find Mike's Amazing here at Duncan Park and on sale today at your local market. To learn more, visit Mike'sAmazingFoods.com. Jeff?
All right, Dan, there's a line drive to the left field line. That's trouble into the corner. It goes off the bat of Johanfran Garcia. He's heading for second base, and he's in standing with a leadoff double. So a 2-base hit to greet Davis Palermo to get things going here in the 7th inning. Palermo spun a 1-2-3 6th.
Well, he had retired all 5 batters he faced, but Garcia, who picks up his second hit, turned a slider around and placed it in the left field corner, and there's the go-ahead run for the Sea Dogs.
Jack Winne made a couple of nice plays defensively. His Double-A debut just up from Class A Greenville. Today's walked, he's grounded out and reached on a throwing arrow by third baseman Dion Jorge. Sea Dogs have fought their way back from a 4-1 deficit and look to try to take their first lead. Winne fouls one at home plate for strike 1. Palermo, 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball, splitter. This is his 20th appearance. In a spot start for the Goats this season after pitching 135 games as a reliever. Next one nearly hit him Inside, that was a slider, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Managed to hit the helmet of Messina, and he didn't know where the ball was.
Let's take a look again. Yeah.
Foul ball off his bat.
Foul ball, yeah. That's why Winne was thinking, should have dropped that bat so we wouldn't be charged with it. That's low. Good pick by Cole Messina. 2 balls and a strike. Palermo, Rocky's 8th round pick out of the University of North Carolina. And he was born in Chapel Hill. That's outside of the count, 3-1. I'm sure he was rooting the Tar Heels in the College World Series.
Yeah, Oklahoma ends up winning it.
Yep. Checks off second base, looks at Garcia. Now it's 3-1 home, and that's inside of the count. Phil's now 3-2. Michael Blaise waiting on deck. He'll be next. Game tied 4-4 here in the 7th. That's out of Duncan Park, out towards Main Street. Came back with a 4-seam fastball. Winne, 23 years old, from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Last year was at Low A Salem. He takes ball 4. It's a nice at bat in his Double-A debut, and the first 2 reached Dan Lovallo against Davis Palermo.
In his Double-A debut, he's been on base 3 times now, has Winne. And that brings up Blaise. You think he's bunting here?
I think so. They'll get a visit from Cole Messina, and they'll talk strategy. I would think the Sea Dogs will want to try to get in front here in the 7th inning. You've got the 6-hole hitter, and then you've got Alcantara next.
And we've mentioned, Jeff, the Sea Dogs have left 7 on base tonight, so they've left an inordinate amount. But this would, I would think, be an excellent time for Blaise to bunt, although he wears out Hartford pitching.
He's got a hit tonight. RBI single his last at bat. No sign of the bunt. He takes the first one low. That was the slider. Yard Goats not thinking bunt. They keep the infield back. Double play depth. 2-0. Now Palmero, Dan, digging a hole for himself.
He is. He came on and pitched so well. Got out of that 5th inning mess by striking out the 2 batters he faced. Got the side in order in the 6th. But hung a slider in the 7th. Garcia doubled into the corner. Now the walk. And he's in a mess.
3-0. Palmero try to work his way back against the 6-hole hitter to avoid a bases loaded spot. And that's outside. That's a walk on 4 pitches, and Palmero, Dan, has lost the strike zone. Back-to-back walks.
And, Jeff, that's going to get the bullpen going for Hartford. The minute ball 4 was called, they started jumping in that Hartford pen. And there's a look at the Yard Goats bullpen right now, as warming up is the left-hander.
Sam Weatherly. And Jerry Sullivan, the pitching coach, will head out there to try to give Palmero a chance to catch his breath.
Get that bullpen loosened. Shouldn't take too long on a night like tonight. It's warm, it's humid. But right now, Palermo is in a mess.
Marvin Alcantara's the batter. Alcantara single, a ground out, and a sac fly. 21-year-old out of Venezuela, signed as an international free agent in January of 2022. He had a game-tying home run in the 9th inning, June 16th against Somerset. And he's got a chance tonight in game one of this 6-game set to put his team in front. With the bases loaded, nobody out. Slider misses outside for ball one.
Just watching during that mound visit by Jerry Sullivan, there was a lot of conversation between Robertson Cancel and Johanfran Garcia, the runner at third base. Obviously, they know each other, and there's a lot of back and forth between the two.
Ground ball hit out to short, should be two. This out at second for one. Low throw, picked nicely by Longwell. And the Goats get the double play. The go-ahead run scores, though, was Garcia. Touches home plate, and the Sea Dogs pull in front 5-4 on a double play ground ball by Marvin Alcantara.
But that exchange the Yard Goats were willing to make. That's why they played the infield back, figuring that they can score another run. And that's going to be it for Palermo, Jeff. Here comes manager Robertson Cancel.
So we'll have a pitching change from Duncan Park as he'll go to the pen here in the 7th inning. Well, leadoff double blossoms into a run. We'll be back with the Goats' new pitcher next. Dan, it's the lefty as expected. Sam Weatherly that checks in for Hartford.
Well, taking a look at Weatherly, he's making his 20th appearance of the year, his 18th in relief. He has a record of no wins, 3 losses, 12.38 earned run average, and he enters with his manager hoping he can get that third out without another run scoring. Weatherly last worked on the 19th of June at Reading, pitched a scoreless inning, allowed a hit. Hasn't really seen much activity, just throwing 9 pitches dating back to the 12th of June in competition. That's really a long time. What, today is the 23rd, so you're talking just 9 pitches in the last 11 days, Jeff.
Well, it's his second year for the GOAT. And he bats with Jack Winne at third base, so run home in a 5-4 lead for the Red Sox affiliate in the 7th inning. Matt Frazier is the left fielder, and he takes the first one low for a ball. Sam Weatherly, 27 years old. He is from Ann Arbor, Michigan. A couple of guys from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Just told you that Jack Winne is from there as well. Sam, third-round pick back in 2020. Pitch is swung out and a fly ball hit towards center field, sending Wimmer back a couple of steps. It's playable, and he pulls it from the outfield sky, and this side is retired. So the Sea Dogs get a run to break the tie, but the bullpen does only cough up 1 run. Stretch time in Hartford, it's 5-4 Sea Dogs.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Next pitch, hit high in the air to right field and deep, and he figured that one out. Bye-bye. Ties this ball game in the first inning.
Here's a fly ball into left field. Boy, that ball is hit well. That ball is carrying, and that ball is gone. Back-to-back jacks for him today.
High fly ball, left center field deep. Corona back at the warning track, at the wall. That's 3! And now Cooper Ingle joins that club.
Healthcare the way it should be in over 30 convenient locations. Now join us in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game with Chino's radio broadcaster, Dan Lavallo.
Thank you, Jared. All right, let me hear you good and loud. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me a hot dog and Cheetos cat. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for Los Chivos. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right.
Great job, Dan, and thank you to starting physician. Fans, it's last call. Alcoholic beverages not be sold out.
Well, we had Nora Johnson sing God Bless America. I attempted to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and we attempt to go to the last of the 7th inning on what has turned out to be a beautiful night for baseball. Dan Lavallo along with Jeff Dooley, and the Yard Goats now are going to have to come from behind. They are trailing 5-4 as they bat the lower third of the order. The newest Yard Goat, Mike Antico, Cole Messina, and G.J. Hill against Caleb Bolden, who came on in the 6th and retired. The Goats in order. In fact, the last 9 Yard Goats batters have been retired, Jeff.
That's right. Someone's got to change this up, Dan, and see if they can do it against the bullpen. Caleb Bolden, 19 pitches last inning in a 1-2-3 for him. Mike Antico will lead things off. He's got a hit tonight, a double and a run scored. As he will start things for Hartford. Goats looking for their first hit since the 4th inning. Antico just down from a AAA. He had been at Albuquerque. This is his first day in the Eastern League. First day as a Hartford Yard Goat. Albuquerque had a nice half, Dan. They just missed the playoffs. Same with Fresno now in the California League. Rockies nearly had 3 teams in the postseason. The Goats the only team to get there. But, well, Antico goes to a winner because the Goats are the champs of the first half in the division. 2 balls and a strike to the 7-hole hitter.
And those other teams will get another crack because they play split seasons too.
Yep. All the minor league teams doing that now. You got 2 cracks at it during his season now. Pitch is swung on, is lined down the left field line, deep down towards the corner. But foul. Wow. Not by a whole lot. He put a good swing on that pitch. It was a sinking fastball at 93, and he hammered it foul.
Showing some power to the opposite field.
Just needs to straighten it out now. Caleb Bolton got away with one. And time is called as he backs away. And now the 2-2. Inside as he bends out of the way, twisting away from the inside changeup, and it's Phil now 3-2. Goats chasing one, 5-4 Sea Dogs here in the 7th. These 2 teams have gone after each other this year. That's it, foul straight back. This is the 19th of 24 meetings, final of 4 series. Through the first 18 games, 9 wins for the Yard Goats, 9 wins for the Sea Dogs. It's been a tight one. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Bolden wins the battle. Tico is gone, and That's the first out of the 7th inning. Bolton with 3 punch-outs.
That's a nice comeback by Bolden, and well, the bullpen has done the job for Portland, Jeff.
There's Cole Messina. Fly out, ground out. Cole hit .263 last week in Reading, 5 for 19 with a home run. Who didn't homer last week in Reading, right? Rocket foul. Strike one.
You know, they put those fences up in front of the dugout, but it's not 100% protection.
Still have to pay attention. There's a strike in the outer half. No balls, 2 strikes. I'm still amazed. And, you and I have been watching professional baseball for a lot of years, but how many years we went with just seeing a little screen behind the plate and up the lines. It was everywhere. That's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And you see guys hurt fans get hit all the time.
And until the turn of the century, there were no barriers in front of the dugouts.
Right.
I mean, you were exposed totally.
Mm-hmm. Line drive towards the gap in right center field. This is trouble. It is by the outfielder. Taylor goes up against the fence. Messina heading for 2. He slides, and he's safe as the ball comes loose. Alcantara had the ball come loose in the glove. It's a 2-base hit for Cole Messina. His 11th double of the year, and the Goats get the potential tying run into scoring position here in the 7th.
He took an inside pitch and somehow managed to find the gap in right center. And there he is, running and sliding into second base with that 2-base hit. And for Messina, that's his 11th double of the season.
Now, G.J. Hill has hit well against a lot of teams. Portland, though, right at the top of the list. He entered play today with a .278 batting average against the Red Sox affiliate. Switch hitter, batting left side, is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch. Runs up to bunt, takes the bat back, and spins out of an inside fastball for ball 1.
5 of his 10 home runs have come against the Sea Dogs.
He had a 2-homer game against Portland up at Hadlock Field, hit a home run from the left side, and then hit a home run for the right side. Two balls and no strikes. Those watching on MLB TV, that was Brian's Betancourt, who just kind of peeked into the camera view of the dugout. Instead of looking at the camera, he might want to get a bat in his hand soon. We might see him pinch hit.
That's right.
He had quite the road trip in Reading as well. He's hitting everything hard now. That's inside, Dan, and Bolden is behind 3-0 against the 9-hole hitter, G.J. Hill.
And, Jeff, that Portland bullpen is getting busy in a hurry.
Bolden retired 4 in a row, including 3 strikeouts before Messina's double. Now he's behind 3-0 to Hill. And that's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And the Goats get the potential tying run at first base now as Hartford bats here in the 7th.
Well, the Yard Goats with a golden opportunity to tie the game or take the lead, as there's going to be Garcia visiting on the mound. And here comes the pitching coach for the Portland Sea Dogs, Juan Rivera, to join the conversation. That's Robinson Cancel talking things over with Dion Jorge.
Dion 0 for 3 today, including a strikeout. He did get a run home and an RBI grounds out in the second inning. He went 3 for 22 on the road trip, so he is due. And a single here could very much give the Goats the lead, depending on where the ball's hit. Cole Messina, the base runner at second base. He's Hartford's catcher. Dogs trying to hold a 1-run lead, 5-4. This game suddenly is getting late. That's low to Dion Jorge for ball 1. Jorge, 23 years old. signed a Rockies franchise record for international signing period when he inked a $2.8 million contract. We got a chance to see Dion as a young player last year, and he's playing more third base this year than last year. Looking to tie the game or put the Goats up. Breaking pitch stays high. Missed with a curveball that time, and it's 2-0.
Well, Bolden can't find the strike zone, and he's got to come in with a pitch here. There's no way he can go 3-0. So I would think Jorge is sitting on a fastball.
Jorge reached base safely in 15 straight games, April 14th through May 1st. That's all the way to the backstop, and the wild pitch will move the runners up to second and third base. Still only one out, and that wild pitch stand could be costly for Bolton, who's really fatiguing in this seventh inning.
I don't understand the pitch call. You throw a slider on 2-0 in that situation. Throw a fastball, even if it's up. Jorge likes to chase the high fastball, but why you would throw a slider on 2-0 in that situation is beyond me.
Now the entire infield comes in around the horn. First base is vacant. Goats could perhaps take the lead here in the seventh with a hit. Getter of a fastball in the strike zone of Tyler Hovik, and it's 3-1. Jorge's got Messina at third base, Hill at second. Swung on, line drive, base hit, right field, scoring is Messina. G.J. Hill held at third base. It's an RBI hit as Dion Jorge ties the game. 5-5 here in the seventh. A rocket to right, Dan. He took a 3-1 sinking fastball, got the barrel through it, and drove it to the outfield for an RBI single.
Right out over the plate and went with it to the opposite field to tie the game. By the way, Patrick Halligan had been warming up in the bullpen, and that's going to be it for Bolden as Kyle Cicela is on his way to the mound, motioning to the pen, Jeff.
Pitching change coming to you from Portland. The Sea Dogs have given back a 5-4 lead. Let's say about the new Sea Dogs pitcher when we come back here in Hartford.
Well, the new pitcher in the ballgame is the tall right-hander Patrick Halligan, who was making his 20th appearance of the year and his 18th in relief. 2 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, and a 5.26 earned run average. Halligan is tall, 6'6", 230 pounds, from Vienna, Virginia. Signed as a minor league free agent by the Boston Red Sox organization. And Halligan comes on inheriting a mess. He last worked a week ago against Somerset, pitched 2 innings of scoreless baseball through 28 pitches over those 2 innings. And he enters here with a go-ahead run at third, a runner at first, and just 1 out. Jeff?
And the Rockies' number 10 prospect, Rock Riggio, stands in. Runners at the corners. Hartford is tied at looking to take the lead, and Rock, of course, will be looking to drive a ball to the outfield. He runs up to bunt. Wasn't expecting that. He takes low for a ball. Although we've seen Rock with a safety squeeze as well. Halligan, third pitcher used by the Sea Dogs on this Tuesday nights. Rock scalded a double to left his first at bat. He looks at a strike. A four-seamer at 92. Gets into the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rock, a guy that hits the ball extremely hard, looking to give his team the edge. Runner breaks for a second. The pitch is hit foul. That one hit back towards the roof and out of play. And Robinson Cancel starting Dion Jorge down a little hit and run action.
You know, this has been an exuberant Tuesday night crowd, Jeff. It's more like Friday night.
It is.
Here tonight.
No, you're not kidding.
They've really gotten into this game.
They've gotten into it. A pretty good catch by a fan behind the plate.
Yes.
Ball and 2 strikes. Halligan in front of Rock Riggio. Runner breaks for a second again. The pitch, a ball thrown down to second base, not in time. Runner breaks to the plate. The throw gets away from the catcher, Garcia. Hill scores. The Yard Goats lead at 6-5. The throw down to third base, tardy as well. And Hartford continues to run rapid on the bases. Goats steal a run here in the 7th as the catcher, Johanfran Garcia, throws to second. Breaking to the plate is Hill. And he dives in safely. Wasn't even close once the ball came loose from Garcia.
And that's the first error that the Portland Sea Dogs have committed here in 6+ games. In the 6-game series when they were here in May, they did not commit an error. That's their first error, but also a double steal, and that ties a franchise record for most steals in a game.
Infield comes in now with Riggio waiting a 1-2, and he swings and he grounds one to first base. Runner breaks to the plate. Brandon goes home. The throw is high. The ball is dropped, and scoring is Jorge, and it's 7-5 Yard Goats. Hartford taking advantage in this 7th inning. Brandon threw home, but the throw was high. Garcia tried to get it, but he never fully had possession of the baseball. And the Goats cash in for 2 runs, and they lead it now 7-5.
Well, the normally sure-handed defense of the Portland Sea Dogs finally coming apart at the seams, and don't rule out Riggio attempting to steal second base.
The fielder's choice for Riggio. Andy Perez in now, and he hits a foul. Third base side, right to the Goats dugout. Ducking out of the way was Goats pitching coach Jerry Sullivan. Wow, that got back there in a hurry. There's a look again, and the throw high.
They're going to call catcher's interference, Jeff, and that's an error on the catcher. No time at bat for Perez. And now Wimmer gets a chance to keep his hitting streak alive.
Runners at first and second base now for Braylon Wimmer. And now what is a balk has been called?
Wow.
Oh, Dan, things have come undone for the Sea Dogs here in the 7th inning.
This is unbelievable.
Halligan can't believe it. And now 2 in scoring position at second and third base. And well, here comes manager Kyle Sasala. He wants an explanation, Dan.
Yeah, I can understand. I think he also wanted to buy some time for the pitcher, too. But you might even want to give the pitcher a breather by going out to the mound and just having a conversation. Because this is just coming apart at the seams here in this 7th inning.
So Braylon Wimmer now bats. That 16-game hitting streak hanging in the balance. A hit here would really open the gap. And he takes a pitch in for strike 1. Braylon has struck out his 3 previous at-bats tonight. Balk called on Patrick Halligan. Next one, a breaking pitch. Bends in for a strike. It's 0-2.
By the way, how genius does Robinson Cancel look now, playing the infield back in the top of the inning, giving up a run, but turning the double play.
You're right. He's pushed all the right buttons again tonight. Breaking pitch in there for a call, third strike. So Halligan punches out Wimmer, and that is the second out of the inning.
That was the top of the 7th when it seemed as if Portland was going to have a big inning, And Robinson Cancel elected with runners at the corners rather than play the infield in with that go-ahead run at third base, give up the go-ahead run and turn the double play if he could. That's just what happened. And you got to have confidence in your offense at home, and he showed that confidence, and it's paying off.
Big swing and a miss by Aiden Longwell, and a 2-run single to put the Goats in front in the first inning. They're trying to get the wave going here at Duncan Park. I mean, you're right, their fans have been into it. It's been a lively crowd on this Tuesday.
Well, look at this crowd.
Pitch, punch foul back to the screen behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. They're enjoying themselves here tonight. Trying to cheer the Goats to a home victory after winning the first half. Starting to win the second half in fine fashion. That's shoved out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 and fouled off, and he stays alive with 2 strikes. Liner foul just to the right side of the Sea Dogs dugout. Stays at 2 strikes to Aiden Longwell.
Well, this has been some inning for the Yard Goats, Jeff, and they've taken advantage of the Portland Sea Dogs, who have committed 2 errors in the inning.
Next one is outside. It's a good take.
They're still doing the wave.
They are.
Must be high tide.
Longwell waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Swung at it, a high fly ball hit towards right field. Nellie Taylor has it in his sights, dropping back and shy of the warning track. Squares the shoulders and he brings it in to retire the side. But the damage is done. The Goats bat 8. Scored 3 times to take the lead. We head to the 8th. 7-5 Yard Goats here from Hartford.
2-0 pitch. Ground ball towards third. Fielded by Paulie. Steps on third. Goes to second. 2 on to first. Triple play!
More than 30% of players are Latino. And as you think about that, you have to fit it into the culture of baseball.
One thing that I've always really enjoyed about the Copa program is the players love it. We've had everything from live bands to salsa dancing in the concourse before the game. For us, that meant bringing in a car show.
It really goes with the fun of baseball.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
And then back-to-back walks.
Montgomery to left, hit well. Another Knights Grand Slam. Oh my.
Well, we head to the top of the 8th inning following a wacky last of the 7th. And now it becomes a big inning for Sam Weatherly. He's the pitcher of record on the long end of the count, Jeff Dooley.
He is. And looks like the Yard Goats then have tied the franchise record, 9 stolen bases. That's the second time they've turned the trick.
With that double steal in the 7th.
So the Goats try to get it done up 7-5 now as we move to the 8th. 3-run 7th, the difference tonight. Sam Weatherly could possibly get the win here tonight. Gets the job done, and it'll be a pitch clock violation. Then it'll be a ball to Nellie Taylor.
He seemed to lose his footing as he went into his windup.
Next one is in for a strike. Good looking pitch. 87 to make it 2-1. Weatherly came in last, and then got Matt Frazier to fly to center to wrap up the inning. Sea Dogs stranding a runner at third base last inning. It's high ball 4, but Weatherly walks the leadoff hitter here in the 8th inning, and that's the 9-hole hitter, Nellie Taylor.
Now that's the last thing he wanted to do. You don't want to put men on base here. And Taylor is a base-stealing threat, so keep an eye on him.
You think they'll run, though, down 3, Dan?
I don't know.
You know, you never would do this years ago. There's a fly ball hit towards center field. Playable, though, for Wimmer. He'll drop back a couple of steps, get there, and make the catch with the glove firmly on the left hand. He puts away Arias for out number 1. And I say that because we've seen it happen this year. Last year, down 3, and they'll run because if that's the game, they'll run.
That's a big out, though, to get Arias. So that's 3 hits tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he can run now. Nate Baez, the batter, he is 0 for 4 tonight. Reached on a fielding error. Back in the 4th inning, the only time he has been at first base today. And he looks at strike 1. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Yard Goats. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Sea Dogs. There's a strike, 0-2. Well, they would love to strike out of the ground ball double play to get back to the dugout unharmed. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coming to the slider, a good-looking pitch by Sam Weatherly. That's his first punch out. And 2 away in the 8th inning.
Well, it was a good-looking slider because he got him to chase. I mean, he really did not make him look good on that pitch.
Brooks Brennan has a hit in 4 trips tonight. Go to first base, and back in time is Taylor.
Got to watch out here. The Sea Dogs are 3rd in the Eastern League in home runs with 85. Hartford is 5th with 81, and surprisingly, we have not had a home run hit in this game. We've had just about everything else.
That's inside for a ball.
And Brandon does have 10 homers on the year.
Fly ball hit towards right center field. On the move, G.J. Hill. He's calling for it. He'll make the cap-high catch. And nothing develops after leadoff walk as Weatherly settles down. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Goats leading by 2 here at Duncan Park.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
At Fenway. Off the bat of Chang, center fielder back, and he will have a sliding triple. 2-2 pitch. Going back, it's over his head. Chen with his second extra base knock, the 3-2. In front of the berm, and it carries out of here. And he bunts. Holderman turns, throws, base hit, and Chang will be a third, and he's done it on a bunt and a cycle for that guy.
Well, what a way to start this homestand against one of the Yard Goats' divisional rivals, the Portland Sea Dogs. There's a fan who came away with a happy soccer jersey tonight as the Yard Goats lead it 7-5. And here we go again, Jeff.
Jimmy Obertop will start things for Hartford. 1 for 3 tonight. He's got a single. Patrick Halligan back to pitch. First one at 93. Misses for a ball. Now tomorrow night will be game 2 of the 6-game set. Rockies, Red Sox affiliates. Jackson Cox against Hayden Mullins. Mullins a big-time lefty pitching prospect for the Red Sox, and Cox is a big pitching prospect for the Rockies. That should be a fun one. Game time at 7:10.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. Then I'll have the call. The Odyssey app at 6:55 of the pregame. Big swing and a miss by Obertop. And tickets left for tomorrow night's game if you'd like to come join us at the ballpark. Tomorrow night, a fun day. They're going to have the celebration, Negro League celebration, and Teacher Appreciation Day. There'll be some pregame things, and Goats will play as the Hartford Schoolboys, honoring Johnny Schoolboy Taylor. Ace Shepetaway has been working on a great presentation, a block party before the game tomorrow night. There's a chopper hit at home plate. Tickets available, yardgoatsbaseball.com. In the main plaza, in the main gate, there'll be the block party between 5 and 7. And then there's going to be baseball dialogue. It's called Diamond Dialogues on the field starting at 6:30. Pitch, swing and a miss. And gone is Obertop for the first out of the 8th inning.
Left fielder number 40, Mike Antico.
That's the second strikeout, by the way, for Patrick Halligan. And now Mike Antico is first day as a Yard Goat, 1 for 3 with a run and a stolen base. He doubled his first at bat. Yard Goats 3 outs away from getting their first win in the second half. They finished their last half with a victory. Why not open the second half with a win? There's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Sea Dogs pitching, by the way, has struck out 10 Yard Goats tonight. Not a surprise. They came in 3rd in the league as a pitching staff in strikeouts.
That's up high. The count 1-2. Next one is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crowd still chanting. That one shoved foul back third base side, back into the seats.
I think the World Cup has infiltrated baseball
Well, I
because
think
you're
you're
seeing
right.
this all around the country where fans come out and they're going to cheer and sing and have a good time.
Yep, that's what it should be, right?
Yep.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good hack by Antico, but he strikes out.
The catcher number 2, Cole Messina.
And 2 away now for Cole Messina. As we look ahead to the Sea Dogs' 9th, Johanfran Garcia, Jack Winne, and Miguel Blaise, the 3. Scheduled anyway for the Sea Dogs. They're chasing 2 now, down 7-5. As Cole takes the pitch in for strike 1.
And Jeff, there is bullpen action for the Yard Goats, so I think it's safe to say that Sam Weatherly has done his job. And if the Yard Goats can maintain the lead, he'll be the winning pitcher.
A little tapper at home plates. The ball's in 2 strikes.
Activity has ended in the Hartford bullpen, but there has been somebody warming up, and I am sure we'll see a new pitcher in that 9th inning.
Might be Ulloa, who's been really good. Former star from LSU that is enjoying a fine season, his first as a Hartford Yard Goat. Seeing able to spoil the slider to stay alive. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a breaking pitch, and Halligan ends up striking out the side. Last call for the Sea Dogs. We head to the...
Here's the payoff pitch. Ramirez drills it deep to left center. Nelson on the chase. He looks up. It's gone! Ramirez doesn't realize it yet. It hit the ad wall. He's still running. The ball got away from Renzullo at third. Now the umpire signal home run. It hit off the ad wall in left center fields.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Well, the fans looking in from the Patron Party Plaza as we head to the top of the 9th inning. In the moment of truth for the Portland Sea Dogs and the Hartford Yard Goats, there is a new pitcher in the ball game for the Yard Goats. Fidel Ulloa comes on, and Ulloa comes on in a save situation. For Ulloa, this is his 21st appearance of the year. 2 wins, 1 loss, 4 saves, and a 2.96 earned run average. Ulloa last worked on June 17th and was the winning pitcher at Reading. Pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts through 18 pitches. Sam Weatherly pitches 1 1/3 scoreless innings tonight. Didn't give up a hit, walked a batter, struck out 1. He only threw 12 pitches. Jeff?
All right, Dan, so Ulloa on to face Johanfran Garcia. And the first one of him, check swing, appeal, no, says the first base umpire, Ian Durkin. Ball 1. Goats were down by a run, scored 3 times in the 7th to take the 7-5 lead. 2-0. Ulloa, 4-seam fastball, slider, splitter. This is his first year at Hartford. It's 3rd in the minors. Ulloa, 7th-round pick out of LSU. That's it, foul. A fastball at 95. A little check swing, and he gets a piece. Ulloa earned his first Eastern League win against this Portland team back on April 22nd in Southern Maine. He pumps home a pitch to Garcia. Swing and a miss. So movement in that four-seam fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He got him to chase some high heat. Might come back with the same pitch.
And time is called as Garcia backs away. You think that closing role is up now that Andrew Baker's at AAA?
It's up for grabs.
As good a candidate as anybody as the pitch is popped up. First base side, Longwell over by the seats. Will he have a play? Leans in, can't get it. It's back about 2 rows into the seats. Good effort by Aiden Longwell and a happy customer. Someone's got the baseball.
And he did come back with that four-seam fastball, so he threw him the same pitch that he got him to swing and miss at, and he might rub a wrinkle in this pitch.
A deep breath. And now the 2-2. Hit on the ground is short. Scooped up by Perez. On at first base. 1 away.
So he threw the cutter, and the pitch was out of the strike zone. Garcia attempted to pull it, and that's usually the end result, a ground out.
Jack Winne out from Greenville. His Double-A debut tonight. 0 for 2 was reached on an error and scored a run in the 5th inning. Tracks the first one high for ball 1.
But Jeff, to your point, I mean, you've got some candidates out there who can be closers, and Ulloa is the first one who gets the ball.
That one out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And one thing that hasn't changed in baseball, even with all the metrics, if you can get the job done, the manager's going to keep going to you.
Beg your pardon, 1-1. Now it's 1-2.
That four-seam fastball is really working for him. He jammed Winne that time, and he might come in again with a four-seamer.
Cole Messina flashes out the target. Drops that right knee down to the dirt, puts out the glove, and the pitch is swung on, popped up short right. G.J. Hill has it measured. He'll come in and make the cap-high catch for out number 2. And when things look good for Portland heading to the 7th inning, Dan, the Sea Dogs suddenly down to their final outs.
The total turning point, as far as I'm concerned, of this game was when Robinson Cancel, with the go-ahead run at third, played the infield back, willing to give up the go-ahead run for the double play. It worked, and then the Yard Goats came back and scored 3 runs in the last of the 7th.
I agree with you completely as Miguel Blaze stands in and takes low for a ball.
And to me, and if this game's still not over, there's 1 out to go. You never know in a baseball game. But to me, the other key component to this game was Portland could not produce a shutdown inning tonight.
Nope. Every time they scored, the Goats would come back. There's a fly ball. Short right fielder should do it. Hill comes racing in, waving his arms. He's under it, and he makes the catch, and the Yard Goats win. Game 1 of the second half, as they come from behind to beat the Portland Sea Dogs 7-5 here in Hartford.
Much satisfying victory for the Yard Goats tonight. The way they come from behind, the way they, coming off of clinching the Northeast Division in the first half, start the second half with a very impressive victory, Jeff.
All right, we'll take a break, come back with a post-game show next on the Yard Goats Baseball Network.